Hello and welcome. This video is for you if you're feeling anxious, angry, frustrated about what's happening in the world and in our country. And I'm going to share some tools through the archetypes because that is a universal language that people understand. And this weekend is the No Kings protest in America, which is supposed to be the biggest protest in history. And I would love to bring the lover archetype to that protest instead of the rebel or hero. And here's why. Hear me out. There are a lot of people who are looking at the surface. They're only looking at how pretty someone looks and the pretty words they say, not at the soul, not at the actual results, not at the actions. People who care, let's say, about the world being a better place, environment, they tend to dress in whatever clothes because to them, the outside is not that important. To them, it's what's inside that matters, right? But here's a challenge. They're trying to get people persuaded who only care about the outside, or maybe not only care, but who people who care a lot about what it looks like. They care about the packaging. And packaging is huge because there have been many social experiments when a girl would dress in frumpy clothes, like, jogger suit and ask, no makeup, hair wild, and she would ask for help, and hardly anybody stops to give her help. When she changes how she looks, she's wearing a dress, makeup, nice hair, people stop to help her. And what I want to invite you is to channel that lover archetype, that beauty inside of you, bring it outside. Because as we are going to protest with our signs and calling for peace, calling for human rights, women rights, we are calling all of that because we want peace and love. And people who are taking our rights away, in a way, they go, well, our intentions are good. We want peace and love, but only this way. And whatever their world is, I don't know how they justify cruelty in order to get to peace and love because I just don't see cruelty getting to a peaceful world. I just don't. But this is my channel, my feedback, and I believe that if we want to create peaceful world, good world, we need to act through our hearts, and we need to bring in more peace and love here and now. And how we do that is by channeling the lover archetype. So let me share with you the homework I give to my clients to get into that archetype. So you close your eyes and listen to the song, for example, Michael Bublé's a song called Close Your Eyes, and really listen to it as he's singing to you. And repeat the mantra, lead with your heart and life will embrace you. Or you can say, I lead with my heart and life embraces me, however you want to say it. The key words are passion, connection, beauty. And indulge in foods like strawberries dipped in chocolates, avocados, figs, honey, red wine or grape juice, rose water, lavender infused treats. Think sensual, decadent, and slow. And try the pigeon pose to open up your heart to like literally access the vulnerability and sensuality and emotional depth. And rose quartz, strawberry quartz, those are really great to wear. And what I invite you to do is if you are going to the protest, dress up. Dress up in beautiful clothes. You don't have to go in a ball gown, but dress up in something nice. Do your hair, be safe. Maybe wear a mask if you want to keep your identity safe. But try to bring beauty and love so you're not getting the resistance from the other side. I feel like leading with honey is so much better than, they say honey or vinegar, right? And this is one of the challenges for me because, oh my gosh, I have Leo Mars, for those of you who are into astrology, Leo Mars at 29 degrees, and I have Leo rising and True Node and Leo too. So it's like a lot of fiery energy. And I have Mercury in Aries, so I'm just really fiery, and I just want to um I get explosive sometimes. But that does not give me an excuse. That gives me an explanation. And then I can, as a grown up, decide what kind of behaviors do I need to bring in to my life so I can create a better place for myself and for everybody else. So I invite you to see how you can bring in the lover archetype this week to your life, to your work. If you're going to the No Kings protest, bring love to it. I am certain that people will see you differently and people will react to you differently. Imagine if there's a whole bunch of just gorgeous people. And I'm not talking about gorgeous like only good-looking people. No, but gorgeous in a way that you bring your own beauty to it because we're all beautiful in our own ways. And however you want to look beautiful, it will shine when you feel beautiful in whatever that is. And also, when you take care of yourself, and we talked about the caretaker archetype, every person, the innocent, all of them also have a component where you have to take care of yourself. And when you are filling your own cup, you can share from the overflow of that cup. And I strongly believe that when we are radiating love, when we're bringing love, and love is coherent between how we look outside and how we feel inside, we can make a stronger point. Because we all know there are a lot of people who are, beautiful and they get ahead much faster than people who don't care how they look like. Unfortunately, in today's world, we see a lot of that. And so why not use it to our benefit? Why not use it to make a world a better place? There is a quote by Dostoevsky in one of his novels, and the quote is, "Beauty will save the world." And, I want to get a little philosophical if you bear with me. If you think about all the wars, all the challenges in the world, they're between men. All the wars were started with men. I mean, there's Queen Elizabeth and Queen, um, you know, um, Catherine the Great in Russia, but most wars were between men, and men are competing for power. But why do men really need power? And I believe, again, my belief is that they want to be the most powerful man so they can get the most beautiful woman so they can procreate. And women want to look beautiful so they can get the strongest man so they can feel the safest and so they can procreate and that offspring will be taken care of. And so it's a biological thing that women want to look pretty for men, men want to be, whatever for being the alpha male. But what if women change the script? What if women look beautiful and say to the man, I don't look for the most powerful man. I look for the kindest man. What if all the most beautiful women in the world change the script on men and say, I'm not counting how much money you have. I'm counting on how much money you donate to charity. How many schools did you feed today? How many kids had lunch because of you? And so men will be competing. Well, I supported 5 schools today, and the other one will be like, loser, I supported 20 schools. And someone else, well, I supported a whole state of schools. Imagine if women use their beauty to make men compete on kindness instead of power. And that is where I think it is so important. And a lot of people will say, well, looks don't matter, it's what's inside. But unfortunately, for a lot of people, they still matter. And it is up to us whether we want to use it for our benefit, for the world's benefit, or if we don't want to use it. It's up to you. I just invite you to bring in more beauty, more lover archetype to whatever you're doing to create the world, to make it a better place. And if you're going to the protest, bring in some magical love and beauty. And let's see what happens. If all of us do it, it would be like, imagine if it was like instead of Halloween, people dressing up in costumes, but people like going to a gala, so to speak, and they're standing with the signs and I think it would be really cool. I mean, why not, right? So anyway, I mean, you have to be safe if you need to run or whatever. Maybe wearing a long dress is not going to work, but wearing a nice top or having your hair done, I just think beauty won't hurt. I think beauty, when you feel beautiful, you radiate love. And we want more people to radiate love. When we're pushing, I don't even like the word protest because when we're protesting, there's so much anger in it. And yes, we're all feeling the anger, totally. And we want to stop what's happening. But my question is, are we stronger when we're pushing and we're angry? Or are we stronger when we're pushing and angry, but we look good and we have love in our hearts and we are focused on what we do want? We want a better place we want to make this world a better place. We want to have peace. We want to have love. We want to have rights for everybody and focus on that. Focus on everybody being satisfied, that there's no poverty, that people have jobs, that people have security, that people can afford minimum wage to live. They can afford living on minimum wage because right now they can't. There's so much injustice. And I think that focusing what we do want and focusing with beauty may have better results, and it would make us feel better and less depleted during the process as we stand for it. So please stay safe. Please be safe. Please don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody else. Please make sure that you are nurturing your body and nurturing your soul, and consider how you can bring in that lover archetype to make the experience more powerful and more pleasant. Okay, until later. Bye.